tempted and thrilled us to bend us to his ways. We spent lives to pull them in, the human bait to tease them. Took us all for fools, it seems. We followed him right in with credits for the win. Not a man of science, only set on genocide, stoking those star-god fires. Though his body died, a nemesis still is shines in the darkness. Caleb was driven by hate, not content with the mycard virus. He took his time to configure the states, raising fears of conquest, destroying Tanner of Ages' power. We took the bait, hook, line, and sinker, following his plans like a puppet in his hands. Not a man of science, only set on genocide, stoking those Thargoid fires. Though his body died, our nemesis still does. To every soul from F-22 for 60, guarded artifacts were needed fast, and Caleb paid us deeply. For credits we will haul, and so the Proteus wave was built swiftly. Then the witch once again to call, defend this place while we finish the wave. More blood would flow, yeah. A massacre all day grow, blinded by the fortunes of war, dragged into the battle by credits and more. Salvation smoke, yeah. The galaxy awash it charging. He fought the wave, the Thargoids played dead, and we felt we had won, but it all went silent. It all went silent. And then there came a deafening thing, and then there came a deafening thing, and then there came a deafening, threatening,
slumpy old moon. The night is clear, but I'm lost in the gloom. I need to find some inspiration, a satellite with high-grade data. But oh, it seems that Jesus ain't smiling at me. My scanner blots, the lines go thick. Am I living in a dream? No outcrops, no mesosiderite. I think I found those three metallic meteors. 1, 2, 3. Let me pop those meteors. Let's just see. The giant fills the sky as the hours go by. Over the ditches we fly. I need to find just 3 materials, then I'll sleep, I'm promising myself. But oh, it seems the RNGs ain't smiling at me. My scanner blots, the lines go thick. Am I living in a dream? No mesosiderite. I think I found those 3 metallic meteors. 1, 2, 3. Let me pop those meteors. Let's just see.
Silent running.
It was cold, I was freezing, I'd had too much booze. So I thought I would pack up my cow for the night. She was packed to the gills with rare goods I had saved. Here's a big haul of ox for my lady. My comms panel opened, a voice said, "Ha ha, now give me 10 tons of your loot." I was stubborn and drunk and would not give this punk not 1 penny, so I blew it all. My lady was hoping for riches that night. When a rebuy, I was down on my knees. But she just walked away from that empty ship bay. She said, "You're not the man that I need." Oh, I turned to the dark side, I hardened my heart. Oh, yes, a mean pirate I'd be. I flew out of that station and into the sun. Yes, I knew I had found what I'd be. I was flying my Cobra right out of Cremain with a hole full of Levy and brandy. I was swinging so deeply from my hidden mug, with the rest smell of onion head round me. Maybe I'll find a girl and forgot her one night, or put up with my pirating ways. But until then I'll drink from this old hutton mug, and I hope that I'll meet her one day. One day, Christmas Day. Oh, I'll win back your heart with my gold and my charms. Oh, one day, Christmas Day. But until then, I'll keep on my pirating ways. Whoa, hey. So I cooled down my Cobra and silent ran home. Sold all of my Lave and brandy, and some pink Basnick gin just to give me a grin, and a puff of that onion head gladly. Maybe I'll find a girl in Frigga one day, or put up with my pirating ways. But until then I'll drink from this old hutton mug, and I hope that I'll meet her one day. One day, Christmas Day. Oh, I'll win back your heart with my gold and my charms. Oh, one day, Christmas Day. But until then, I'll keep on my pirating ways. Oh, one day, Christmas Day. Oh, I'll win back your heart with my gold and my art. Oh, one day, Christmas Day. But until then, I'll keep on with my pirating ways. This galaxy is vast, but I got time free to explore it. I'm searching for that little gem, scanning deep not to ignore it. Hope I find somewhere where the sky is blue, walking there just like this in view. To the night, fields of hope surround me on this planet in the night. Each system that I pass is a chance to find a sweet one. Sweep my scanner fast, and then the devil's in the detail. That's the fun, the fun. Looking wide and high for running right alive, hoping that this is the one. Life springs up, it rushes to the light. Fields of hope surround me on this planet. Life springs up, it rushes to the light. Fields of hope surround me.
Hello and welcome to Lave Radio.
Greetings and welcome to Lave Radio.
Greetings, Commanders.
Greetings, Commanders.
The show that talks about the universe of Elite.
And the development of the computer game Elite 4, known as Elite Dangerous.
And the fantastic
community that surrounds it.
Broadcast from a current Sidewinder and hosted by a vending machine technician.
A place of nonsense and innuendo for forum dads.
A self-contained podcast 2 hours long.
Transmitting to every corner of the galaxy.
It's even louder than me.
The hottest show this side of Dizzo.
The name of the place.
Lave Radio.
Lave Radio.
Lave Radio.
Lave Radio.
Lave Radio.
Greetings, Commanders, and welcome to episode 574 of Lave Radio, the show that likes to talk about the universe of Elite Dangerous and the fantastic community that surrounds it. I'm your host, Commander Phoenix Defire, otherwise known as Colin Ford, Chief Archivist of Lave Station, and joining me in the Orange Sidewinder bar for this episode, we have our SRV Banksy as Commander Alec Turner.
Hello all, I am holding back a massive sneeze. Apologies for all the sniffing.
We have our Staff Liaison Officer, that would be Commander Psychic, otherwise known as Claire.
Hello.
And, right, I'm unsure about this, but is it the Chris Mark IV we've got with us today?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I'm holding back a bless you until required.
Oh. Always good to have a bless you in reserve. Excellent. So that means we've got the Chris Mark V on tech tonight. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Right. If you wish, you can join us live. We are hanging out in-game in open. I do believe Chris is staring longingly out of that bar window, hoping for some company. But if you can't get to us in-game, you can also join the Twitch chat channel, which you can access through laveradio.com/live. Click on the live chat, or go straight to twitch.tv/Lave Radio, or look us up on YouTube. We're there as well. So, it's been a couple of weeks, so we'll quickly go around the crew, see how they've been doing. Or you can take your time, because let's be honest.
I was about to say, I think we're all right. I don't think we're going to find your time tonight.
Well, let's just start with Psychic.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm all right. I've had a couple of weeks. We did a trip up to Nottingham to finally do all the bits where we stood around a spot and said goodbye to my dad finally, which was really cathartic and a nice way to see people and meet people that I'd only heard about sort of like over the phone and stuff like that, and putting faces to names was really sweet. There was a fair amount of people there as well, and it was just a nice send off for the old man. So that was that. What else have I been up to? And it was very weird being in Nottingham and him not being there. Very, very strange, very weird feeling. And I don't know if I'll ever get over that particular feeling. What else have we been up to? We went to see a show. We went to see Lee Mead in Barnum, which was very good. It was Barnum's probably the show that I've seen the most iterations of of different stage shows. And I was in it back in a different life when I did a lot of amateur dramatics. I was a stilt walker with Tom Thumb when we did it, and they had stilt walkers with Tom Thumb on the stage during the thing. And I thought I'd only remember like 3 of the songs, and I was word perfect on all of them. And I sat there going, "Don't sing out loud. Other people came to see the show. You're not singing out loud. You're just quietly knowing every lyric that was coming in my head." And it was really, really lovely. It was lovely to go and see. Oh gosh, we took, because we were in Cardiff to go and see Barnum. We took one last trip down to go and see the shrine for Yanto Jones.
Before it's torn down.
Before it's taken down, yeah. It's very rickety down there on that pier in that Cardiff Bay. But ever since Children of Men, which was the Torchwood mini-series, where it's 20 years old now, so I'm going to feel like comfortable spoiling it, where the voice of Solus himself, Gareth Lloyd Jones, I want to say, he passed away in that. He played Yanto in Torch. It's Lloyd something. Gareth, I don't think I'm right on the name, but it's fine. He died during that, and then ever since then, there's been a shrine in Cardiff Bay that people have put pictures and photographs and all this kind of stuff and memorabilia and fan art, and it's been amazing all this time. There's not that much there anymore. It was really sad to see that and go, I'm not going to see that again. It was because it's quite a stalwart of Cardiff, and like that's everything. It came back. The Cardiff BBC Centre is literally just around the corner from Cardiff Bay, and it's will be very missed, I think, for a Doctor Who loving community, because there's not even the Doctor Who exhibition there anymore, because that used to do like walking tours around the bay, because there were so many places just around the bay that have been used in episodes of Doctor Who. So it's very sad. It's like the last little bit of Doctor Who to sort of like go. I mean, the fountain's still there, but that's not exactly. It wasn't exactly but there for Doctor Who. But that's the first time I've seen the fountain working for a while as well. Yeah, go to Cardiff, and if you're going to Cardiff, send me a DM and I'll try and pinpoint some places on the map that have been used in certain episodes, because I do remember going on that walking tour back along, and there were some really like. It's surprising how Wales can look like a lot of different places. Mostly quarries look like planets. Other than that, what have I been doing game-wise? I'm still playing Mass Effect Andromeda, and I must admit I am bloody loving it. I haven't played it for a little bit because Modulus came out, and that's completely and utterly consumed my entire life and soul and being, because it's one of these factory automation games. And you sit down and you start playing it, and you realize that 3 hours have gone by and you thought you'd sat down for an hour. It's one of them, but it's really fun. It's a bit like Shapes 2. It's a really, really fun game though, and I'm just going to be playing a lot more of that. Have I played a lot of Elite? I've checked how the launch has been working, and I've logged in to see if anybody wanted to join my private group. But as far as playing, I haven't really felt an inclination to actually log in and do anything, including the CG, which we'll inevitably talk about in a little bit. But personally, for me, there's been other things that have interested me more. I'm hoping that's going to change. I'm genuinely hoping that that's going to change. But at the moment, I'm just sort of like biding my time playing other games until the content that I want to see in Elite it comes out. What else have I been up to? Yeah, no, that's about it, really. Had a lovely Easter. Had a lovely 4 days off. It was great. can't remember what I did. I'm sure I did something. We did. We went over to Cribs Causeway. I was going to buy Lego, and I bought no Lego, and it was a bad time. Sad. I'm sad about it.
Did you avoid Dave then?
Dave.
Yeah, Storm Dave.
No. Oh, I tell you, we got battered. We got properly battered on the way over the. That sounded so Welsh. We got properly. I heard it myself. We got properly battered on the way over the bridge. Into England. The car was like proper wobbling, and I was like, "Oh, crikey!" I've suddenly gone so Welsh. Someone else talk, so I don't have to do this anymore. Let me find Essex again, and I'll be back.
Okay, quickly, let's save Psychic from our inner Nessa. Alec.
I mean, mine won't be quick. Or it could be quick. I could just say don't ask, but yeah. So so we went on a cruise. It was our big family holiday, which we've been saving and looking forward to. And basically, to cut a very long story short, on day 2 of the cruise, my wife tripped at a like a sort of what would you call it? Like a park, like what's the word I'm looking for? Like a wildlife park. You know, they've got dolphins and seals and stuff. But yeah, some of the landscaping was a bit rough, and she tripped, and it was the stupidest little trip, really. But she ended up fracturing her left ankle, and also sort of re-damaging a right knee, which is like an old skiing injury. Which basically left her not able to walk, which is awful. So we got a wheelchair from the park, and didn't know it was bad at the time. Went to see the dolphin show, went to see the sea lion show, stuff like that. When we got back on the ship, yeah, did I mention it was a cruise? I mentioned it was a cruise. So we got back on the ship. We go down to the lower deck where they have like a medical bay, which I've never been down to, thankfully. Wow, they're well equipped. It's like a little mini hospital down there. They've even got a morgue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cruise ship, yeah.
Colin speaks like he knows. Has had to use it.
No, I haven't had to use it. I just know about it.
Yeah, so they had X-ray machines, so they X-rayed, and yeah, it was a fractured ankle. So then we the next day we were a different port every day. So the next day we were off to Ventura, which is one of the Canary Island ports. So we got booked into a hospital, got a taxi to the hospital. That's me, my wife, and our son. And we turn up, and it's a perfectly well-equipped hospital, I suppose, but it was literally in a back street. Nobody spoke a word of English. The tiny reception area was just chaos. There was no queuing system. There was people everywhere with like broken arms and broken legs and God knows what going on. So it was like some hell scenario. But meanwhile, our ship with all of our stuff, all of our luggage, and everything, basically everything we brought with us, is leaving at 4:30. Which we didn't initially think would be an issue until they started talking about keeping Joey in overnight, and we're trying to explain, no, you can't do that. We have a ship, all our stuff's on it. We don't know what to do if we're stuck here in Ventura. Please. Anyway, we got seen by somebody who had some English and was helpful, and she got a cast put on, and we got back to the ship. Oh, and she had a wheelchair as well, which the ship loaned us for the week. We get back to the ship, and the tide has risen, so the gangplank, which was a lovely sort of gentle 5-degree slope when we got off the ship, was now a 45-degree slope with no possibility whatsoever of a wheelchair going up it.
Oh dear.
So poor Joe had to basically sidestep for a good 20 minutes, gentle all the way up this ludicrous gangplank to get back on the ship, which was fun. And then yeah, she was basically stuck on the ship for the week, which was gutting. But we made the most of it. There's lots of good restaurants, there's lots of good bars, and we even, which I've never seen on a cruise ship before, so I'm a bit of a fan of immersive theatre and kind of what they call site-specific theatre, where you sort of, the whole building is a venue and you're free to explore and roam around and try different doors and things. So we found this one corridor on the ship. This was on day 1 before all this happened. and at the corridor was sort of decorated like London town, I suppose. It had posters of London buses and stuff. And at the end of this corridor was a pair of like London phone boxes. So I go exploring, thinking, I wonder what that's intriguing. And I open them, and basically you can go through the back of the phone box, and you end up in this incredible, like plush, sort of nightclubby bar, like sultry nightclubby jazz bar sort of thing. It was amazing. I don't think I was supposed to have discovered it because it wasn't open or anything, but so we were just exploring that. So then we found this thing on the program called The Heist, which we signed up for, and yeah, it was a full-on like immersive theatre evening. By which time Joe was in a cast, but they sort of were great and let us in and gave us a nice seat, and the cocktails flowed, and they sort of acted out this whole storyline, and there was lots of sort of improv, and it was brilliant. So that was really good. So we did have some good stuff. But yeah, when we got back, so instead of us being sort of two carers for our son, I'm now one carer for two helpless people. Which turns out to be
Lovely.
yeah, it turns out to be quite hard.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like the first week, I sort of I emailed work and I said, look, this has happened, and I've got to look after Joe, and I've got to look after Jared, and so I'll probably only be able to do like a couple of hours work a day. Ha! That's a joke. Turns out what Joe does is basically a 12-hour day job. So end of week 1, I hadn't even read a single email. I had to basically tell work today, yeah, scrap that plan. Can I take 3 weeks off work, please? Because I ain't going to get any done otherwise.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I've had a change in job for 3 weeks. I'm learning how to prepare menus, and and of course it was a perfect storm because we came back from holiday with 3 suitcases full of laundry and a bank holiday weekend. So my son had no care. Like he goes to various care group things and stuff, and none of that was on. So yeah, and I've got a stinking cold. But apart from that, it's been great. I tell you what, I bunked off this afternoon. Joe said I could go and treat myself, and she was fine. So I went to see Project Hail Mary. And what a fantastic film.
I still have to see it. I really want to see it.
You know, it's really good. I was a bit cynical. I suppose just the idea of Ryan Gosling being the savior of mankind. I was I was like, really? Come on. But actually, all that cynicism vanished. It's lovely. It's a lovely, lovely, wonderful film. In fact, I think it was Mark Commode, and I 100% agree with this, compared it to Silent Running. And yes, it is absolutely the silent running for the 21st century. It's lovely. It's charming. It's yeah, it's quite long. And here's a tip, and you can find this on the internet for any film. But if you need to go for a piss, go during the karaoke scene.
Oh,
Okay.
Karaoke scene. Apparently, I've no idea what happens because I went for a piss. But apparently, you can miss the 10 minutes around the karaoke scene.
oh, lovely. Well, that's that tale of woe. Chris, please tell me that you've had at least some decent time.
I mean, my holiday seems rather unexciting in comparison to Alex. I didn't visit a morgue or a hospital.
You're missing out, mate.
I didn't go into mysterious phone boxes and end up in jazz bars. It's just, you know, I feel mine's been really tame. Yeah, I've been away over the Easter break just because combining bank holidays with a little bit of annual leave. I've been over in Ireland. We turned it into a bit of an adventure. We went over on the ferry from Stranraer, Cairnryan, over to Belfast. Went down to Dublin and spent a couple of days down in Dublin, exploring and drinking Guinness and drinking more Guinness, and then going on a tour about Guinness. Had a little bit more Guinness, and then drove up to Donegal, and sort of had a little look around there, and then went to Belfast for a couple of days. So went to the sort of Titanic experience over in Belfast, and wandering about the city and doing a little bus tour and things like that. So it's been a little mini Irish adventure that I got back from today. Yeah, I for the people asking in chat, not enough whiskey. Not enough whiskey. Lots of Guinness, but not enough whiskey. That would be my argument. So yeah, no, it's been a good little break, albeit that we had about 20 seasons in one day, and we also had a little bit of the Welsh storm and came over.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It was proper windy as well where we were. We were getting sleet, we got snow, we got sunshine, we got just a combination of a bit of everything. Though thankfully, when we got to this beach my friend had picked out in Donegal, it was absolutely beautiful. So yeah, we had a lovely spot there. So yeah, a bit of a mixture, but it was really nice just to get away for a few days as well. Gaming wise, I've not done a lot of Elite. I'm gonna have to add to this party. Apologies. I have not done a lot of Elite recently, though I have finished a couple of space games. I've finally finished Jedi Survivor, which I started too long ago. So I finally finished Jedi Survivor. Really enjoyed playing that, and finished one that well, it was your fault, Psychic.
Oh, you finished Ethos?
I've finished Ethos.
Ah, you're ahead of me. I haven't finished that yet.
Oh, right. No spoilers. No spoilers. I've finished Ethos, though there's a character in it that I think sounds like Pete Witherspoon. So
I can't unhear it now you've said that.
I'm so
In
sorry.
absolute pain. He sounds so like Pete. It's ridiculous.
So if you want to hear a game that definitely wasn't voiced by Pete out of off of the Galnet, have a little try of Ethos and see what I'm talking about, because it's a fun little game and it doesn't take too long to finish. Even I've finished it.
Even you finished it. How are you getting on with Mass Effect, Chris?
Any other questions? Listen, I've finished Andromeda that you're currently playing.
That's a good. All right, I'll allow it.
I haven't finished the original stuff. I've still got it sitting there. I said that to my friend over. He was going, "Oh, what have you been playing?" I was like, "Well, I finally finished Jedi Survivor," and he said the same as you. Have you finished Mass Effect yet? No. So yeah, I've got Mass Effect. Thankfully, someone's done a really good walkthrough.
That's cool.
Mass Effect. Someone that I trust, and
easy now.
Really good. It's done a really good walkthrough. You should check them out. So yeah, that's been my sort of gaming. I've not had the chance to take part in the CG, though. I'm looking forward to hear all about it.
How's your 2 weeks been, Colin?
Well, my 2 weeks has been quite interesting, actually, because finally my replacement for the X56 arrived. I now have a Thrustmaster Sol R4 HOTAS setup. And I must admit, this joystick in HOTAS kicks the X56's backside. Why I was still using that thing for that long, I got no idea. Yes, it's taken a little while to get acclimatized to it, but I am now back to flying with a full HOTAS setup, and the fact that I can actually move the throttle without breaking my arm is a wonderful. Wonderful one thing to have. Although I will say, Chris, this is one thing that I've got to say. I have a game which I was playing today called there's a game called Star Wars Rebellion. It was launched in 1998. Ooh. I still have it goes on forever. I still have a game running. I was actually playing it today that I have now been running since 1998. And even now, I've only got 5 sectors actually done, and there's about 10. And yes. So that's my long-term game. It's one of these things I play intensely for, a burst of a couple of weeks, then you get bored of it, and then you just leave it, and then you come back to it in about 6 months.
It's good to have some of the retirement plans, though, Colin.
It is. I mean, I only finished Pools of Radiance a couple of years ago, and that's one of the old D&T Gold box games, which if you're all my age, you'll probably all remember. Yes, I have been playing, because they've got the new joystick, I have been playing a lot of Elite. I am punishing myself by flying around trying to get the Sirius Corporation angry with me in a Cobra Mark IV fully pirated out.
Wonderful.
Skull and crossbones in the works.
Yep, skull and crossbones the works, and I am pure Captain Pugwash. Honestly,
curious, Colin, can I ask? Because I just assumed that you, like everyone else who's been through various joysticks, would just go VKB. Was that a price hike too far?
Yeah, it's a price hike too far.
Okay.
Yeah, because basically I used my.
What were the ones you got, Colin? Sorry, I missed that.
It was the Thrustmaster Sol R4.
Okay.
Nice
Yes, and you normally can get two of the joysticks. If you want a dual setup, you just buy two of the joysticks from it, of which is the Sol R2. And I've got to be careful because it's the way the R rolls. It can be a bit of a problem. But yeah, it's really comprehensive, really solid. And if I wanted to be a complete and utter nerd, I could exchange the joystick for ones which are based on the F18 or the F16. But yeah, it's one of those. It's like typical Thrustmaster where they've managed to get an extra £500 out of my son because he wants the latest Ferrari wheel. So yeah, so I've been playing a lot of Elite using this, a lot of the CG, and yeah. Oh, and a lot of XCOM as well. Yeah, I've really just gone into a bit of a space strategy moment for some reason. I'll probably burn out in a couple of weeks, which means that I still won't have completed Star Wars Rebellion.
But it's all right, because if you're playing XCOM, all you're doing is you're readying yourself for the new Star Wars game that's going to come out at some point this year.
Oh yeah, well,
what's it called? Star Wars.
I got no idea. I didn't even know they were doing a Star Wars XCOM game.
There's a Star Wars. It's a. I'm gonna find it. I want to say Zero Company, but I think I'm wrong. Oh no, I'm right. I think it's Star Wars Zero Company. Let me check this. It's coming soon. It's a turn-based tactics game set in Star Wars.
Oh, excellent! I might.
And it's all talking. Any interview that they've said has talked about XCOM 2 in its its ethos. You know how Exodus and The Expanse of Cyrus Reborn keep talking about Mass Effect. This game has talked about XCOM in a very similar fashion. So that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I've still got to finish off Demon Gate. So yeah, that's really ought to get doing that, but somehow the original XCOM keeps dragging me back. I don't know why, but it just does.
It's so good though, mate. That's why it's just so good.
Yeah, but apart from that, I've been doing a great impersonation of Mario and coming up with as many egg puns as I can. Yes. So, development news this week. Anyway,
good one.
So yes, as you might have gathered, still nothing. We are waiting and waiting.
So I do know with regard that there is stuff that they're aware of and stuff that they're working on. The launcher, for example, is something that they're aware of. That fix that they put in, they know it still doesn't work.
Right.
Or for a lot of people, and it is something that they are actively working on fixing. But that's the only. I don't have a time frame or anything for that, but they are fully aware of it.
I forgot to say actually, but I have played a tiny bit of Elite. Obviously not while I was away, and not for several days after I got back. But I have dipped back in. I'm really out of touch. I'm not listening to podcasts I'm so out. But anyway, I have played, and one of the few things I did is I have the original Elite bought from Frontier with its own, not Steam or anything. Where the launcher doesn't update itself, and I left it and left it and I left it, and I thought, well, I don't care. Why do I care? If the launcher can't be bothered to update itself, why should I? Sort of thing. It launched the game, so as far as me, that is working 100% perfectly. And I finally and somewhat stupidly just saw a thing on the forum, a link, and decided, oh, go on, I'll update it. And I instantly regretted it because
Mhm.
the only effect, as far as I can tell, is that it launches the game about 3 times slower than it used to. In fact, I'm seriously considering going to my backups and rolling it back, frankly. Or using Mini-D launcher. I might finally switch to abandoning their launcher altogether. Thanks, Frontier.
Yeah. I know mine even after the fix has been taking like upwards of 9 minutes. Like normally when I go to stream anything, or when I'm streaming, I put my countdown timer on, and that's the point when I open the game. You'll know this if you ever see my countdown timer, because if it's an intensive game, it will stutter. At that point, the countdown timer will stutter because of like all of the graphics that are loading on my main screen. But I can't do that with Elite because it takes so long. I just have to pad for like a good few minutes. So it has to be open before I even start streaming at the moment because it just takes so long to be done. But it is something that Frontier are aware of, and they are actively working on. Yeah.
Interesting, because I must admit I haven't had a problem with this launcher whatsoever. In fact, I found it launches my stuff faster than before.
It's the Odyssey thing again, isn't it? It's like, again, Frontier thinking that it's going to work perfectly across everything and be brilliant, and yet there are so many people with different problems, and it's not consistent. From like there's a thread on the Frontier Unlocked Discord about the launcher problems, and it's not like a consistent time or anything along those lines. It is some people are saying it's taking them 3 hours to open Elite.
3 hours?
Yeah.
I mean, mine's only a couple of minutes, but it used to be like 30 seconds before
Yeah.
the game. I mean, it's what annoys me. It's only a fucking launcher. Like, it just launches EliteDangerous.exe.
Mhm.
You know, like as evidenced by Mini-D launcher, which is a tiny program which just fires up You know, it doesn't have to do very much. So I don't understand how they've managed to screw it up. What the hell is it doing?
It's weird. It's really weird. But Phil did post in on that thread that as soon as the fix has been fully tested, they're gonna be sending it out. But the results so far seem promising, which could mean anything.
Yes. Well, we await the next update with bated breath. So in the meantime, the community have been busy, haven't they, Alec?
Apparently.
And now to the community coroner.
It's a dead game, innit, mate?
Yeah. So like I say, I have been out of touch, but I did have some stuff queued up, like from during the cruise and then the week after. So I got 2 weeks. So I've got some stuff from the couple of back weeks that I did want to shout out. Not all of which I've watched, I hasten to add. A lot of this I'm going on faith that their past content has been excellent. And nobody in the comments is saying this one's shit, mate. So I assume these are good as well. The first of which is The Rise and Fall of the Guardians by XPA. XPA's done some great content that I've shouted out in the past. And it's quite long. It's like a 20-25 minute long. I literally haven't had time to watch it at all, but I think it is a history of the Guardians. And from reading the comments, I think it's probably quite a decent one. So we'll include the link to that, The Rise and Fall of the Guardians by XPA. The next one I have watched, and it is superb. It's like they did one of these some time ago, but they decided to refresh it. So it's by the Burr Pit, and it's called The Camera Suite: How We Film Stuff. And I really, really recommend giving this a watch. It's wonderful. It's basically mostly kind of Burr interviewing Rini about how she gets certain shots. You know, there's different classes of shots that they do. There's shots where the camera is largely static and something is moving through it. The shots they get asked a lot about are the shots where the ship is moving one way and the camera is moving another way, which they do as a husband and wife team with one in the camera suite as a in a sort of multi-crew seat. But anyway, they go through all of their shots and how they do it and the kit they use and some tips and tricks on how to get good footage, and it's really, really excellent. So definitely recommend that one. Item 3, I also haven't watched, but again, on past reputation, I'm sure it's excellent. It's by Mile 13 Gaming, and it's called How to Make Exobiology Faster and More Profitable. And I haven't watched it, so I don't know how you make exobiology faster and more profitable, but I'm going to watch it, and I expect it's excellent. This one I thought I'd shout out just because it's not a podcast as such, so it's not in our regular podcast section, but people who like this sort of content. It's an interview by Dimebot during one of Dimebot's live streams with Carnath and Andrew Gasper, who are sort of two of the Distant Worlds 3 organisers. So I managed to listen to about 5 minutes, but yeah, it's quite a long episode. But yeah, if anyone's interested in a bit of behind, I assume some sort of behind the scenes gossip from Distant Worlds 3 and some of the organisational issues and things they've had, then that's probably quite a good listen. Right, I missed a buckyball race, which was also quite upsetting. I don't think I've done that for about a decade, maybe slightly less. But yeah, so we had Starship Racing. I did listen to Lave Radio, so thanks for shouting that out last week, Claire. But
It's
yeah, there was
right.
cool.
I didn't do it either.
Yeah, so there's a buckyball race being on. It didn't get a huge amount of people taking part, but it had enough. And before I go on to that, I just wanted to shout out a video by Project SimStar, who's the guy with the full motion rig. Does some great streams, and he sort of made his attempt at the buckyball race into a short. And it's really good. I really like the style of it. He's got like the full racing goggles and helmet on, and he has a go at the race, and it's really fun. So I've put a link to that. It's called Starship Racing Buckyball Prison Circuit Qualifying, Elite Dangerous in a Flight Simulator by Project SimStar. It's a lot of fun. It's only like a couple of minutes long. As to the race itself, Prison Circuit, I was just going to read out the results, but I figured what I might do instead is just read out Arrowroot's final report. Arrowroot was the organizer, Arrowroot 66. He did the usual forum thread and maintained a leaderboard throughout the week, and then he did a final write-up, which I'm going to attempt to read out. So he says, before I go on, I'd like to say thank you and well done to everyone that took part in the first race I've organised. I hope you enjoyed it and you're willing to forgive me for the obscure jumps, tight clearances through the rings and interesting supercruise approaches I inflicted on you all. Rumour has it that after clearing away large amounts of wreckage, several prisoner transfers to more distant prison ships are underway. Nothing at all to do with us, I'm sure. Also, huge thanks to Burr for the excellent segment about the race on his Friday the 20th Witch-Space News. In regulation class, first up, Peter in the SimStar rig started his run without shields, but after clearing the mail slot at Cummings with 2% hull, decided the law had won this time round and turned his shields on for the rest of the run. He finished on 48 minutes 49, which is a fine achievement. Next up, Sulu, hooray, finally got round going through all the rings to finish 38.11. He flew without shields, of course, so his run time is 37.11. I think there was a bonus for flying shieldless. Daisy Bell returned to trim a couple of minutes from the first run and fly shieldless to claim an adjusted time of 37.08. Sadly, networking issues prevented further attempts. Osric was also looking for improvement and broke 30 minutes with an adjusted 29.55. And I managed to get out on the course for the first time since I finalised the stops about 3 weeks ago. Also running shieldless, completed the course in 29.39. But none of us could catch Epaphras, also a packet of crisps, as he claims first place. I can't claim a podium in my own race, so Osric is second and Daisy Bell third. Congratulations to all.
Yay!
Moving on to Unlimited class. Turning to the battle that was unlimited. Everyone here fought the law and won, so I'll just quote the adjusted times. And everyone except me flew Mandalays. Sulu was able to knock a couple of minutes off his time to 21.01. Not quite enough to catch Leah Geddy, my own entry next at 19.48. Then Commander Osadagari, fighting power outages, work call-outs, and real life in general, came close to breaking the 19-minute barrier to finish 19.01. Epaphras returned to trim over a minute from his time before an obscured first jump brought an end to his campaign and left him on 17:02. Gutting. The final race entry starting at 12 minutes to midnight and struggling with obscure jumps until he turned off the Guardian FSD booster. I admit I wouldn't have thought of doing that. Goofy or Not completes the course in a magnificent time of 16:22. But it wasn't enough. Shay Blackwood, finally bowing to necessity and switching to an SEO-enabled ship, flew his Cobra Mark V around the course in 16:01. Incredible. After watching the video, I still have no idea how he did it. Congratulations to Shay, Goofy or Not, and Epaphras.
Yay!
Cool.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, last little bit of community news is Project Gautier, which we shouted out a while back, which was a colonization attempt to push towards the Norma Expanse. And we had a bit of feedback from GF Jake, who says, well, Project Gautier has pushed into the Norma Expanse, and we're about to begin building the first mini supply hub with a super hub planned around 900 light years away named Ridorana, with another about 2.4 thousand light years after that called Balfenheim. There's a third planned, but we haven't picked the system out properly yet, so it's as of yet unnamed. This project's really picked up steam and member count since Lave mentioned us last year, and it's mind-boggling to me just how far we're getting. We've made it, and we made it more clear we're accepting of all pilots as well. Lol. Yeah, I think there was a Federation-leaning thing or something which I mentioned, but yeah, they're happy for anyone to take part. After this, a short path through the Norma arm, and then finally into the Arcadian stream. I haven't had a chance to look on the Galaxy map, but this sounds like they have got a very long way out.
Yeah.
Super impressive.
Yeah, that's really cool. I love it when people do projects like this.
Yeah.
In game, like the kind of shit that Canon do, but not Canon. You know, anyone but LCU.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
They've got, as I recall, Project Gautier had some really nice graphics and stuff on the web page, and you know, I think it just sold it really well as a thing that people would jump on board, and it's obviously worked. And yeah, good luck to them. I must have a look on the Galaxy map. I'll try and do a graphic maybe for next week's show so we can have another look and see how far people are pushing out now. But yeah, awesome. Right, that's me done.
Excellent.
Brilliant indeed. Yes. Oh, sorry, Psychic.
No. I was like, where's Colin? That was what I was about to say.
Struggling, as usual.
Okay.
So if you have a community event that's taking place soon and would like us to shout about it across the airwaves, tweet the crew at Lave Radio, email us at info@laveradio.com, drop us a suggestion into the Community Corner channel on our Discord. Otherwise, Alec will hunt you down. Right, in-game events. What has been happening this week? Well, it's been most excellent. Right, two things have happened. The Radicoida Unica Seed Pub Recovery Initiative started on Thursday, and everyone went egg crazy. There's no two ways about it. Everyone went collecting those eggs or seeds, but we all know they were eggs. Mm-hmm. And everyone went mad for it. So, yes, the CG, you'll notice the past tense, it said that, okay, you will, if you manage to get one egg, you get basically a fantastic colouring to your Maverick suit. However, the Maverick Rescuer teal suit. However, if you manage to get in the top 75, you will get a grade 5 Maverick suit with improved damage resistance, battery capacity, backpack capacity, and ammo capacity. So yeah, everybody went a bit egg crazy.
It's not too shabby. It's not too shabby a suit, and I can understand the interest for people getting that grade 5 Maverick suit. I didn't do it because I've just made a grade 5 Maverick suit. I literally just made one, so it was again one of those things where it wasn't an incentive for me. It was supposed to be Thursday for 2 weeks, wasn't it?
It was supposed to be Thursday for 2 weeks.
And then on
However,
Friday they added 3 extra tiers,
yep,
and then it was completed yesterday.
it was completed yesterday. They added 9. You had a level 9. I have not seen a level 9 CG. And I hate to say this. Do you want to take a guess at how many eggs the number 1 commander collected?
Oh, good God.
I won't have a guess because I'm looking at an art.
I can
So
guess
no,
because I'm
it's
not
not
looking at
fair.
Inara. How many eggs?
Yes.
How long did it run for? Was it a week?
Well, no, it was supposed to
Thursday
be
until
2.
Monday. It finished on Monday.
Okay. 279,000.
No, not that many. Not that many. Tamper your expectations.
13,000.
The goal, like the
This is fun,
total,
isn't it?
the total CG. I will say the total CG was 2.5 million was how many they wanted in the end.
Yeah.
If that helps.
I'm
I'm surprised that those plants are going to exist after all that.
Remember
But
that Catherine Tate sketch where every week she was in an office and she'd say something like, "You'll never guess,"
Yeah.
and then the woman would always guess far too many and completely ruin it. Sorry.
yeah, top commander 9,000 according to Inara.
Yeah. And this was a CG where you had to shoot the bottom of the egg. I believe the best way about doing this is all I've read. I've not done it myself, but you shoot the bottom of the egg and then hope that it doesn't fly off in a direction that you then have to search for it. So this person, whoever did the 9,000, has probably got the technique down pat.
Yeah, I saw 2 things because I completely missed this, but I saw one thing of somebody recommending a particular type of gun. I can't remember what it was, and a
Laser
very
pistol.
particular pixel that you had to shoot, and the thing apparently would drop straight down and not fall off the leaf.
Yeah.
But
It
then
was,
I also saw Exorcist's video, who was recommending using a sniper rifle and shooting all the eggs you could see, even the ones miles away, and then sort of going on a massive ground hoovering expedition afterwards.
my
That sounds really
mistake.
fun, actually.
My mistake was using the shotgun.
Oh my God, Colin! That's the worst gun that you could have used.
And there was me wondering, why have these things flying everywhere? And then someone said, use a laser pistol, and then and aim at the base. And
Yeah.
Wintermute gave us that idea, and then before I know it, I was scooping out left, right, and centre.
It looked fun from what I've seen of people doing it, and I mean, you can still do it. Inevitably, these are going to be collectible for something. I have a question that I wish to posit to the group. Do we think I've got a couple of questions actually, or bits of commentary around it. Do we think that that Frontier? Obviously, Frontier underestimated how much people would do. Obviously, because it was over in 5 days. That's not the question. But do you think that they overestimated how many people were on Distant Worlds 3, and that's why this was quite as low as it was?
It's I think so. I mean, 7,500 people still signed up for it.
Mm-hmm.
Which, that in the old days, that would be a really good CG, but with the CGs lately, they've been all in the tens of thousands. So I think the split between Distant Worlds and the rest of the play base is actually about right at the moment.
I think so. Because the people who signed up for the Distant Worlds see this, like according to Inara, it's just over 2,800 on the Distant Worlds initiative, and then for the one in the bubble, just shy of 8,000. Well, no, let's call it just shy of 7,800. Let's say that. So I genuinely think that Frontier thought it was closer. I genuinely thought like it was closer, or like the amount of people. There were people who flew back from Distant Worlds to take part as well.
Yeah,
yes,
not many, but a few nutters.
Yeah,
that Caspian comes in handy.
Alts,
Yeah, of course.
People with alt accounts as well, where if they're off on Distant Worlds,
Yeah.
there's it's still worth stocking your alt up with a nice grade 5 suit, isn't it? So
like Dimebot in the community corner that I mentioned that was interviewing Andrew Gasper and somebody else about DW3. While he was doing it, he was also doing the CG in his alt, which took me a second because I was like, hang on a minute, you're talking about DW3, but you're doing the. But yeah.
My follow-up to that is that I have seen a smattering, not a huge amount, but I have seen a smattering of comments that have been, oh yeah, great job, Frontier. Do a CG in the bubble when everybody's off in Distant Worlds 3. Frontier don't know their audience. And I've genuinely seen that in multiple Discords from various different people. And I just wondered how you guys felt about that particular.
Not really. I mean, the guys out in Distant Worlds had a CG that I couldn't take part on.
Yeah, I'm on Distant Worlds 3. I was a bit sad. I'd quite like you say, I can have a go at doing this when I come back. The suit was all right, I guess. But no, I made a choice. I made a choice to go on DW3, and that choice means you're going to miss out on stuff in the bubble.
Yeah.
But apparently the seeds go for $250,000 each at the bartender at the moment.
Tidy. Tidy sum. You love to see it.
Has anyone tried to put one of the seeds in the Thargoid machine?
Oh God, inevitably.
Come on, surely
Probably.
tried to put it.
I don't
Probably.
I don't think they're compatible because I don't think you can put Odyssey.
Oh yeah, no,
goods
because
on
Odyssey
site.
things on there, of course.
Yeah.
God damn
know.
it.
So
I love it.
I just thought
Every
it was.
single time something new comes out, everyone rushes to shove it in the Thargoid machine to see what happens.
I just thought it was. I thought it was funny seeing folks complaining that there was still stuff going on in the bubble when a portion of the community had gone off on Distant Worlds, because it should just, like, the bubble doesn't put everything on hold just because.
Yeah. How dare the hub of civilization carry on when we're all part?
Do you want us to all like stop our colonization as well while we're doing that?
If you could just hang on a bit.
Sorry, Alec. I'm not logging on because Alec's on Distant Worlds 3.
Thanks,
just to let you know, you're welcome. It's nothing to do with the fact that operations hasn't started yet.
No, it. I mean, to tell you the truth, it was quite funny just jumping around on the pads. I had very big Mario vibes and pretty similar to when we were jumping around the spire sites. One thing that did occur to me while it was all happening was, I was hoping that there might be some kind of defense mechanism or something like that. Then it would be genuinely a 3D version of Jetpack from the old Spectrum days.
I wonder if they've already planned like the next stage of well, like not like the next stage of what the radio recorder can do, but if there is the next stage of these plants, maybe there is a defense mechanism coming.
Oh, let's hope so.
Coming at some point, rather than it just dying a death. Now it's in its second form. I want multiple forms and then a final form.
Are you expecting the sort of eggs to sort of split in the top and you gaze into them to see what's inside and just suddenly something's on your face?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, Chris. I'm not expecting anything splurging on my face at any time soon. But what I do still want is a big virus that spreads itself around the bubble. I'm still holding out for that.
The thing that splurges on your face, maybe.
Hey, easy now.
I'm just going out. It's we are spreading the seeds around just like the birds do. And,
absolutely.
We could have Radicoida all over the shop.
We are spreading the seed.
Lovely.
But yeah, who was it that was asking for the seeds? The October Consortium. Have we heard about them before somewhere?
Oh yeah, the October Consortium. They're the guys that are actually that have kept the Radicoidia under wraps for months. So yeah, they must have made a hell of a lot of money because they had to pay out trillions, literally. They paid trillions for those eggs. I suspect that if you ever put one of those eggs into the Thargoid machine, it'll hatch. And we'll have
No,
a
just sit
Thargoid
there.
egg.
It'll just sit there because everything isn't compatible. God damn it.
Anyway, on the subject of spreading the seed, we had another elite Galnet news article today referring to the fact that, first of all, the research is complete. You can now pick up your rewards and your new suit. But, I mean, some reaction pundits have noticed the similarities between the Holloway Institute's recent Radicoya study and the viral wellness trend attribute to movie star William Ventura's self-recorded fitness regime. Although the timing is curious, Dr. Casimir of the Holloway Bioscience Institute claimed that to Vox Galactica that the development time and regulatory framework needed to get a rodicoida-based enhancers anywhere close to human trials are still some ways away, and suggested that Big Bill's physical transformation was down to diet, meds, and confidence tricks.
Nobody saw this coming.
Does that mean that Big Bill is also in his active reproduction phase?
Yes, 100%, absolutely.
I did listen to last week's show. It's interesting, the whole, because I also, I think it was before I went away, but I watched that Burrs video where they talked about maybe it was the Alliance Pod people that were being
Yeah.
and I really liked that idea, so I'm a bit torn now. I'm not quite sure what's going on.
Oh, Radicoidia, Thargoid pod people.
Maybe
Wonderful.
it will
Is it
have.
both? Like, does the Radicoida have more of an effect on the pod people?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Maybe they have like the extra enhancement, and they then become like the really tricky NPCs that we have to beat. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, it does bode well for the future if this is beginning to build. I think that, well, I do feel that something's beginning to build here, and I'm looking forward to it, especially if we have to run operations against plant people.
As long as it ain't zombies, I think I'm okay.
Well, hang on a second. Here's the thing. If you're a vegan and you have to eat a plant person, does that mean that you're a murderer?
No, you're allowed to eat plant people. As long as it's just the plant bits of the people. Come now.
Being a vegan doesn't mean you're a plant, I believe.
Well, that's me cancelled for future episodes, right?
Gotta keep that quota up.
Got to, yes. So, power play rankings for this week. In 12th, Patreus stays down the bottom, having gained 2 systems, bringing his total back up to 650. In 11th, we have Torval, who has gained zilch. Her total remains at 750. At 10, we have Delane, who has gained 5 systems, bringing his total up to 797. And Winters pulls further ahead from him in 9th, bringing 6 new systems to her stable up to 1,053. Antel in 8th gains 7 new systems, bringing his total up to 1,248, while Archer only adds a single system to bring his total up to 1,273. 6th is Kane, gaining 14 systems this week, bringing her total up to 1,363, while Grom gains 9, bringing his total in 5th place up to 1,410. Lee Young-Roo in 4th gains another 13 systems, bringing his total up to 1,738, while in 3rd place, Arissa has gained 10 systems, bringing her total up to 1,878. 2nd, we've got Mahan gaining 4 systems, bringing his total up to 1996. Fantastic year. And still out at the top, but she's lost 4 systems. Her total falls to 2,498. It's the Princess Bathwater Aisling Deval. So, that's your power play rankings for this week.
Is she the only one who lost?
Yes.
I mean,
I think they were all collecting eggs.
Yeah, maybe.
So yeah, that's it's an interesting week this week. I do have to call out to my other fellow Arissa Power players because guys, you really ought to know Lee Young Rui. He's really beginning to start to close the gap. I know 100 systems will disappear quite quickly if you're not careful. And on that march, I really ought to get back to doing power play as well. So to help out, because I'm just observing at the moment.
Casual observer, Colin Ford.
I will get back into it. It's just the what was it? That excursion zone it just did me in.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
We do have a store alert this week, don't we?
Do we?
Store alert!
Oh.
We'll find out.
Got a thinking.
Weekly newsletter, here come paint jobs for your art. In the bi-weekly newsletter, here come paint jobs for your art. A store alert, a store alert, a store alert, a store alert, a store alert. Each one will you buy? A store alert, 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 a store alert. Each one will you buy?
Well, there's nothing actually new, but they have kicked off a massive sale, and I mean massive. Almost everything in the store has got some kind of 50 or 40% off. So yeah, you can even get a pair of glasses for 12. So
there's no just pay to buy ship at the moment, is it? Is the Kestrel's in thing now, isn't it?
No, the Kestrel is the Caspian is in.
Oh, maybe that's me.
Still early access, isn't it?
Yeah, but the Kestrel's also been cut in price as well.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you got up to 25% off the Kestrel. So yeah, there's an awful lot of stuff going on. Ironically, the only thing that isn't in the sale seems to be the Caspian Explorer kits. Everything else.
The Kestrel holo kits aren't. I think a lot of the holo kits aren't as well.
But
looking at it, but
the Dodeck is still Dodeck price. However, if you want to customize your starport in various colors, those are on sale.
Yeah.
The Dodeck's not been released yet, has it? Out of early access.
No, that's not. I don't know what they're going to do with that because they said they were going to release it, but at a station.
Are they hoping that nobody's noticed that they haven't done it yet? Is it time to kick up a stink on the forum?
No, you don't need to because it's already up as a stink in the forum already.
Okay.
You've got people already with their Code Warrior rage or ready to start typing at any moment saying it's been more than 3 months. Where is our free Dodeck? Or Dodeck for credits? Come on, Frontier.
Yeah. Where is that?
So I just posed a question, but is the Easter egg bobblehead new? I've never seen that before. That's
Easter
amazing.
egg was last year. I bought it. I bought it last year. I know.
Oh, it's really cool. I don't remember that.
It's really bright.
Is it?
Yeah, incredibly bright.
Amazing.
Yeah, so the longest period that we've had for the of like a ship to like early access ship to it being available for credits is 134 days, and that was the Cobra Mark 5. I don't have the Caspian Explorer information in this, so that might be wrong, but the Cobra Mark 5, I know it came out after the Caspian.
Yes.
Came out like 2 or 3 weeks after the Caspian, I think. Let me check. I do have it here somewhere. The Dodec came out on November the 11th, 2025. And the Caspian... Oh, it came out before the Caspian. The Caspian came out on the 2nd of December.
2nd of December, then it'd be... And it was released last month in March.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's about 3 months.
So I wonder if they're going to push on that 134-day limit for the Dodec. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I've just bought the Easter egg.
You just bought the Easter egg?
Live on air.
Ah.
The Easter egg's fun. The Easter egg's genuinely really fun. It was really bright the last time. But to be fair, I put them in every single slot like a moron. So it might not be that bright, actually.
It'll probably end up being like what was that fast spinning station?
That
Lantern Light.
Lantern Light, yeah.
I don't know if everyone did what I did, but I bought that because I thought that's a really cool bobblehead. I bought it. I left it on my ship for about an hour, and then it was like, no, that's enough of that. I've never used it
The
since.
novelty of that has worn out.
Yeah, you end up with headaches after about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I didn't buy it because I knew that was exactly the thing that was going to happen.
So yes, if there is something you've always fancied having from the store, then I think now is the best time to try. Because everything seems to be on sale, apart from the Caspian and the latest holos for the Kestrel. So and the Dodec, of course, yes. So yes, I think we will take an ad break and come back with some chat.
Is your life like this? It could be like this. Like this. Warning, depressurization alert. Warning, depressurization alert. Warning, depressurization alert. Warning, depressurization alert. Warning, depressurization alert.
Astrogator Tours. Put some excitement back in your life. Book an adventure in the Lave Business Directory. Now.
Sweet dreams, little ones. You rest up in your hangar bay, because in the morning, you'll wake up to smell fresh laser fire, because you're in a Federal Corvette. And there's one thing that a Core Dynamics ship does well, and that's kill ships. Big ships, small ships, rings of ships. We even have a go at booping asteroids. Enemy shields down! Enemy dead! There's no further targets, Commander! That's all you'll ever have to say in a Federal Corvette. Core Dynamics! Let's not talk about skimmers.
Is your life like this? It could be like this.
Astrogator Tours. Put some excitement back in your life. Book an adventure in the Lave Business Directory. Now.
The what now?
Lave Radio. It's even louder than me. Wait a minute. That can't be right.
And welcome back. Now that we're in April, and if the road map is going ahead as planned, we should have a new vessel in operations coming at some point this month. Now, we've talked about our expectations back in November, but let's go around and find if that has actually changed for any of us. I think I will hand over to Psykit for this one to start with.
What you want me to start? Okay.
Yeah.
Has my expectation changed? I think so. Maybe. Is a really convoluted way of not committing to anything at all. I think so. I think my expectations have gotten slightly lower.
Oh.
As far as what operations is going to be, my expectations are slightly lower. I don't want to. I'm trying to sort of like taper my expectations a little bit because I don't think we're going to get like jump space anymore. I don't think it's going to be multiple leading on. I think it is going to be like multiple stage but in the same place kind of missions. That kind of stuff. That is that's my hope. So you go, like, for example, you go to this you go as a group to this megaship. Maybe there is a battle outside the megaship, but you all land together, or you use some kind of new vessel which will transport you to this megaship, for example, one of these new frontline megaships, and then you all go in there, and then there's like, okay, the first thing that you have to do is go and defend this. The next thing is you have to go and activate this, and this is going to take a minute to activate, and you're fighting off waves of people, and then you move to the next bit, and there might be some optional objectives or things to pick up along the way. So it's, for me, it's moved from being a series of events that join together in the way that Jump Space does, to more of a Helldivers kind of thing, whereas you have one map and you go and complete one objective on one map. Is my thought. I don't know about, as far as like the vessel is concerned, I have zero expectations. I think it will be a 4-person vehicle. So I think it will be made with operations in mind. It might even be a small ship that can accommodate 4 people. So a bit like the Kestrel, but I don't know, why don't you whack 6 large guns on it? There's no longer a power creep, it's a power sprint. But something like along more along like the Helldive. I was hoping for a Jump Space, and I've now shifted to a Helldiver experience, like a stripped down Helldiver experience. But then some kind of like small ship that you can get 4 people in, that doesn't have a lot of weapons, but it is designed specifically for this sort of malarkey. That's all I've got now. I'd love either version, I think.
Yes, understandable. Right, okay, let's move on to Chris. Has anything changed in your headcanon?
Oh, in my headcanon. I'm not too sure. I'm a bit like Psychic. I feel very non-committal because we've not seen. I was kind of expecting that we'd have seen a bit more gameplay and a bit more stuff by now to sort of flesh it out. I still get held up on the word vessel. Why did they use that word vessel and not ship or vehicle or anything like that? They went vessel, and you sort of go, hang on, what? So I'm thinking maybe the vessel will be some sort of drop thing created especially for operations that might not even be available to us as commanders. I'm almost suspecting that it's going to be some sort of thing that exists in the galaxy that we don't get to pilot ourselves.
Yeah.
Like a mini fleet carrier that acts as these sort of operations hubs or transport for us, something like that we maybe can't grab ourselves out of a starport if they're cheating us out, just because of the use of the word vessels. That's what I'm getting held up on. But I hopefully it is something that we can fly about ourselves and try. I mean, they've done some great ships, so Hopefully something new with that. As far as gameplay, I genuinely don't know. I mean, because what we've seen so far kind of looks like the ground combat that we know and play and love, and sort of fleet carrier interiors. So I don't really know what to expect. I like Psychic, kind of had high hopes for like a jump space esque thing, but I think jump space coming out when it did, even if Frontier were like, oh, that's the kind of thing that we wanted to do, it was probably too late for any sort of change of direction if that wasn't what they were aiming for in the first place. Maybe in the future, maybe if it gets more ongoing development, but yeah, I kind of have the feeling it's going to be like shorter little run of ops. The only thing I was wondering, because I know that Alec, you love a good time trial. You
Yeah.
love sort of completing a thing on time. Do you think we're going to have some sort of leaderboards with it?
Sorry.
Interesting for operations. Interesting, like speed running them.
Like speed running them, completing them, doing the most of the what's it in the thing.
Yeah, I suppose that's possible, isn't it?
Because I know there's kind of leaderboards built into the way squadrons work at the moment, where squadrons doing certain things. There's leaderboards that are sort of squirreled away in places that I don't pay much attention to, but I know they're there. So I'm wondering if we're going to get a bit of that with operations.
There's interesting ways you can keep score, I suppose, aren't there? Like, no, I mean, you can probably get through an operation without killing all the enemies. So it's like things like score for how many enemies you kill. I suppose you can have efficiency on how much ammo you use to do it. I don't know. There's all sorts of ways that you could rack up little scores, I suppose. Interesting. I never thought of that before. If Frontier don't do it, I'm sure the community will start.
Yeah, I was going to
or
say.
we'll get Razor
No,
Frags to
I'll
do
have it all listed as soon as
Razor
whatever
Frags
goes in the journal.
Put it in
Well,
easy co-pilot.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with these operations is that once people have worked out what the most efficient path is, it becomes a farming exercise, and
yeah, that's true.
It's just added. I mean, I'm just going on my previous experience with other MMOs. Once these raids have been worked out, people will calculate it down to a T. So at that point, it's then up to Frontier to muck about with it, so that all of a sudden, what they expect to happen at point A doesn't happen at point A. It happens at a different point and just throws everybody off the game, because otherwise it will get very repetitive very quickly. And yeah, that is the nature of this kind of content, which a little bit concerned about. Alec, what's your
two things. Yeah, so on operations, I hate to say it because my expectations were quite low to start with. I kept them in check, but I feel like they've also dropped a little bit. Only because when they first mentioned it, and I'm not saying they won't do this, but when they first mentioned it, they talked about mining and they talked about ship combat and on foot, and everyone got very excited about sphere of combat and all. If it encompasses all sorts of different aspects of the game, then that's very general and has infinite possibility and is very exciting. But because all they've shown is on foot combat,
Yeah.
I don't know. I get a sinking feeling from that. It's like,
That's
please do
totally
more than that.
understandable. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment,
I did say mining. They can't. I'm not.
They
I'm
did
sure
say
they're not
mining.
They
liars.
100% did. Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah,
they're not liars, and they absolutely said. And that so that my hope lies in that statement at the moment. The other thing I was going to say is on the vessel thing is I don't think it's this update. I think it's the next one where there's 2 vessels. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Somebody made a comment I think on here a few weeks ago, and I thought, yeah, that's it. I like that idea. I think it's going to be a pair. I think all the other vessels are just going to be normal ships, and I think that tour is going to be some kind of pair. So maybe a new ship and its accompanying new ship launch fighter. And I think because of that one exception to the rule that they're all otherwise all going to be ships, I think that might have been enough for them to pick a new word.
Ooh, like
But I'm
some
going with
sort of
that.
carrier with a custom SLF type thing.
Yeah, something like that. I reckon maybe.
Well, let's see. I'm pretty much with the same as the rest of you. When it was initially announced, I was really excited and chomping at the bit for it, and then over the last 6 months or so, that interest has kind of waned a bit. I mean, I'm hoping that it's not just these typical. Oh no, everybody does the same repeatable content. You know, you sign up at some place, go to a lobby, and it's always the same mega ship, or it's always the same mining port that you go to. I'm hoping that it's a little bit more tied into the BGS, so that when the BGS triggers a certain event, then these operations become available there. If it's got that in, I'm sound as a pound, because it still retains that kind of joined up feeling. But if it's just this, oh no, this scenario is happening, you've got to run this scenario here. I'm a little bit hesitant about that. Ironically, I think this is the first time we're going to see a different kind of vessel. I think we will get the actual drop ship. You know that, the actual mini carrier, if you like, but we will not be able to fly it. And I think part of one of the operations will be we fly in that ship, but we're all on turrets or all on fighters. So
that sounds really fun, actually.
So you got a choice of either using your own ship, which everyone will say no, Kestrel, or you got a choice of using the turrets on the on whatever the name of the company is, that carrier that they've got. And I think that would be quite interesting if as long as they've got something that feels like you're in a turret instead of the external camera, because I know that. Ironically, I quite like the external camera effect, but I know that other people said it breaks the immersion. Frontline Solutions, that's what it was. So yeah, I think we might get that. But as long as the operations retain sort of a kind of, you got to do some kind of space activity first, then you got I don't know, then an on foot section, and then something that you manage to do with the combination makes you succeed. Then that's fine. I don't think I'll be that happy if it's exclusively space and exclusively on foot, if you see what I mean. I'd like it to be both together, but
properly embracing that sphere of combat that they've only really managed to do once so far.
I don't know, twice I thought, because the actual reactivation missions in the Thargoid War were genuinely thrilling.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I'll agree to that.
I'll agree that the Spire site's absolutely perfection. I loved the Spire sites. Going up against the Banshee and your Scorpion, I found was a great thrill. But then the flip side of that was then trying to sneak around on foot, trying to avoid the Banshees, was basically brown. Good job you're wearing brown suits, isn't it? So if they can capture that level where that we were before, I think that would be great. But the problem is that we haven't seen anything new, any new footage since really the launch, and it's the lack of information and the lack of anything that's made everybody go, "What's going on here?"
So quiet.
It's been very limited, the sections that they've shown. It's been very controlled, very short clips of a couple of things going on.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking about the locations as well, where they sort of talked about it being, sections of a fleet carrier that you've never seen before. And it kind of looks like similar elements, which is absolutely fine. But then you're like, is there going to be some different bits in there? Are we maybe going to get some like slightly different station interiors maybe that we're running through as well as fleet carriers, or I don't know.
Yeah, because the only thing that they've mentioned so far is that there is the fleet carrier mission, which will take you to parts of a fleet carrier you've never been to before, and maybe something to do with mining. But they say they're working on a variety of scenarios.
I think I think
had
there was someone.
details.
There was someone in a couple of weeks ago. Well, a few weeks ago, the last time we were talking about this and talking about what it looked like, someone in chat says, "Oh, it doesn't look like there's any new assets. It just looks like they've reused all the assets." I cannot remember who it was, but Phil was also in chat, and he went, "I can assure you that there were a lot of new assets in there as well." And with the greatest of respect, while you can assure us that, if it doesn't look like that, it makes it difficult to get excited about.
Yeah.
It is. The thing is, this silence and the run up to it is exactly like the kind of silence there was until the run up to the release of the Odyssey trailer, because we'd had months of nothing, and then all of a sudden, it was a difficult one to.
And it's also tricky. It's also tricky to, like, for us, like we've talked about this quite openly quite often, that there's been a few times where we've been like, oh, we've got nothing to cover, so we're just not going to do a show. Like last week, for example, a few of us were away. There was lots of shit going on. I'm sure you heard Alex stuff at the beginning of the show. Like we had shit going on and there was stuff happening, so it just made sense for us to take a break. Had there been shit going on in game that we could talk about and we could like fill a show with, we would pull ourselves together and gather four of us and put a show together. It wouldn't be a problem. But we're at a point currently where we're like, oh, maybe we'll end up taking another break before operations drops, because there's just not the community news is excellent and wonderful, but there isn't a huge the stuff, that the in-game stuff, the tangible stuff in game that makes, like, me at least want to go and actually play the video game.
Not there at the moment.
Yeah, thank you. It's not present.
It's interesting. The other possibility is, going back to sort of new assets and not seeing much more from operations than what we've seen already. It could just be, correct me if I'm wrong, but like without Arthur, there isn't really a front person driving community engagement. Like, we're all sitting around looking at what Frontier are doing and going, you ought to be showing us something new because the mood is dropping, as we've all sort of said our expectations have dropped. Then it may well be that there's no one at Frontier with enough clout and responsibility to also see that and go, we need to do something, let's put a video out. And they have no platform to do a quick live show or anything. They've got all they can do is make a video and nothing now. They have no live opportunity every 2 weeks to say something. So there may well be all sorts of lovely new assets they can show us, but without somebody taking the mantle and saying, let's put a video together and making it happen the way Arthur used to be able to make stuff happen. And I think he did.
I would agree with you.
I know he's very modest, but I think Arthur had the ability to make things happen. I think he went around and said, look, guys, we've got to put something out. And he made it happen. And I think without that person...
I would say that there is a... I would say that there is certainly a... The Frontier are aware of, like, the community feeling at the moment around and it's not just Elite. It's not just Elite. We've had there's been a blog post about Planet Coaster with a picture of a little arcade thing, of a little arcade stand, and that was it. We got the new dinosaur in Jurassic World Evolution, but with barely any preamble and with no confirmation of when this Jurassic World Rebirth DLC is coming out, because you'd think they'd be pimping that by now, because it's been a good amount of time since the last DLC. So it's there's an awful lot of things that awful lot of quiet. There's an awful lot of quiet across the Frontier umbrella. Rather than I don't want to make. I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm just saying that it's not just Elite. the other communities are in the same.
I mean,
In a
that's
similar
worse,
boat,
really. But anyway,
it is worse. It is worse by all stretches of the imagination. But
well, I think this is one of the things about game development is that it goes through cycles, and when I think what's happened at the moment is that Frontier have hit that awkward moment when you've got, let's see, we've got three, 4 good properties running at the same time. This is one of those moments where all 4 of them are at that stage where something is in development, but it's not in a place where it's good enough to show. Because
I think you're right.
I mean, operations they're keeping well under wraps, to be honest, and the fact that it's being kept under wraps has got some people nervous, and it's. I mean, is it only just Planet Zoo 2 that's due out from them this year?
Yeah, so the plan is to announce a new IP each year for like a new CMS IP each year. So it was Planet Coaster Planet Coaster the year before, Jurassic World Evolution 3 last year. This year, Planet Zoo 2, and I think there's another one that hasn't been announced or mentioned at all the following year, and then it's riding on their coattails until it's such a point to bring out something 3, and also Elite is there.
Yeah. So yes, it's. I think at the moment that this is the because we were used to in the past. There's a whole load of games. There was the Warhammer games. There was the F1 game. There was the Demon Gate one, which. There was a lot more coming out, but obviously due to the downturn, they've had to scale back in order to be more profitable again. So, actually be profitable full stop. So, when you don't have that much content coming out, video games take time, and if there isn't anything to show in the pipeline, then that's all that you can do.
It is tricky, and it is. We want a bit of a downer.
Sorry,
we want a bit of a downer with it because I just really want to be able to wax lyrical about Elite again, and I can't right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite lucky in the fact that I've got a whole load of engineers still to do, and I am actually discovering a lot of content from the original Odyssey release that I have completely missed out on, and I'm actually enjoying doing it, and also. I've never done piracy before, and I'm finding it. How come being bad is so much fun?
It just is, man. Murder in a video game is really, really fun.
Oh, I have. I got my first point of notoriety the other week.
And you bet you were so happy. You bet you felt like such a rebel.
Yeah, rebel without a clue. So I guess what we are trying to say at the moment is it's only because we haven't had the information yet that
I'd love to if we get some more information, we'll be talking about it and dissecting it and being really, really excited excited about that. It's would be great to have some information to be excited about. But we might what we might do is on Sunday when I do the question of the week, I might posit this question that we've just discussed onto.
Yeah. Right. Well, I think we've led that one down a merry dance. So, the subject of the question of the week, Claire.
Yes, I went on a bit of a frivolous question of the week because we've just had Easter eggs. We just had to go on an Easter egg hunt over Easter. We deliver Christmas presents. We have some spooky shit that happens at Halloween. And we also get like a couple of seasonal cosmetics left and right from Frontier as well. And I asked on the question of the week, it came out a little bit late. That's because someone didn't do a show, so I wasn't listening to it, so I didn't do the question of the week. But normally the question of the week comes out at around 2 p.m. on Sunday. That won't be this week. It might be earlier, but it comes out around 2 p.m. on on Sunday, and we ask a question of the community, and this is the point where we read out that question and have those sort of conversations around those. And this question was, are there any other seasonal events that you would love to see in Elite? And we'll start off with Chris.
Actual genuine Elvis Kremen said, I would love for Frontier to bring back the Chinese New Year skins again. I managed to snag the Tiger one a few years ago, and there's nothing even close to getting me out of it. I'm sure they couldn't do all of them, but please just add a new one. So every so often, I'm sure it would be very popular. And we, of course, want Elvis out of his tiger suit because he's been in it for a while and it's getting a bit ripe. But yeah, I'm every time I see Elvis in that tiger suit, I'm immensely jealous. It's like one of the few things that's just never appeared again.
Yeah, same. I think we all feel that. The awkward thing is you couldn't even you could bring it back, but obviously it changes every year, so you'd end up with something stupid if they brought it back, like Year of the Elephant or with a big snout, which wouldn't look nearly as cool as the tiger. But there you go.
It's the year of the horse this year. You'd have a horse head.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why the long face?
Yes.
I mean, it's worth a few why the long face jokes, right?
But I mean, could you not make it like they like the hollow stuff now, like where they go, oh, there's hollow kits and whatnot. So could it not be like holographic?
A hollow horse head.
Like a hollow horse head.
I love it. Yes.
Honestly, now that we're talking about hollow horse heads, it sounds like something from The Godfather.
Absolutely. I'm just waiting for a very clever positioning of a camera of a horse head. Someone who's managed to clip into one of the bedrooms in an Odyssey suite just with a horse head on the pillow. Amazing.
Yes. Frontier say nay.
Right, Nicey says fireworks on New Year, splashes of colour across Earth-like worlds, and decorative flak launchers outside stations. You'd have to turn off the death lasers though, otherwise undocking would be interesting. Maybe setting them off near cruise ships provokes an annoyed or happy comms response. I really like that. I really like the idea of automatic flak launchers going off everywhere.
I think you should have a sort of 5-minute amnesty just around around New Year, so that everybody can fire at whatever weapons they want at anybody. It'll be like the Purge.
I like that.
I'm going to say the Purge.
I like that a lot.
Is there a Purge Day? Because we can have that.
Yeah, we want the Purge Day. I don't know. There's a couple of people further on who have listed a fair few that I haven't read yet.
Open, you've got no choice.
Silas Resi says, perhaps a spring clean where we collect and deliver domestic commodities and it removes all the litter from the stations. Or how about a Movember-themed CG where the award is a mustache for the commander's upper lip? I don't want that.
Yeah, mandatory mustaches for everybody. Oh boy. Shall we start? Someone start singing the Star Spangled Banner in the background. Commander Midnight Wraith, brackets Oliver, on US Independence Day, release a cup of tea flash for your ships that like the claw stripes, etc. What? Or even independent ships, i.e. Alliance. Release an Alliance only ship/weapon that will fit its Alliance ships on that day. Just a nod to the special relationship between the US and the UK.
Less said about that the better right now, isn't it? Yeah,
We're not with them. We're not with them. Is anyone? Hello world.
You know
We're
what?
not with them.
If anybody listens to the Lave Radio, I will never be allowed into the US again.
Wow.
I was going to say something about you being safe, but I'll leave it there. Pipari? I'd really love this game to go away from any real-world related holidays. We have enough division as it is. I think lore is rich enough to be used enough. Let's go all into in-game special days. What story events could be celebrated? It could give us good gameplay with in-game repercussions.
I quite like
Princess Ashling Bath Day.
There have been suggestions, but there have been like really cool. Some kind of Thargoid War Remembrance Day, or like the day that we won and we killed the last Thargoid. Surely,
Remembrance.
Salami Day.
Salami Day. Are you on about Drew's character there?
Yes.
All right.
the or like the we shouldn't really commemorate the day when it all went tits up. Like Salvation's Last Stand.
Oh, right,
The
yeah.
moron that was Salvation's Last Stand. But we something like celebrating just the end of the Thargoid War would be really nice. I don't know how we'd even just a fucking Galnet article going, hey.
There was one last year, I'm sure.
There might have been one last year.
I know there was a Twitter response, wasn't there?
There might have been a Twitter response, but there was almost certainly a Galnet News Digest about it, and maybe that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah. Well done, Pete, for remembering when he remembers when no one else has to.
The Jinx Effect says, let's have some calendar events around in-game lore. Victory in Sol Day, in-game celebrations to mark the anniversary of the victory against Casijo. Put bunting up in the bars, have at least Federation traffic control verbally acknowledge the occasion. Some NPC barks chatter for the occasion too, likewise for the Emperor's birthday in Empire Space. Similar events throughout the year marked by little details like this. It'd be nice to see changes in atmosphere to suit the mood like this, but then I'd like to see changes to suit system states too, e.g. fly into a famine system and some poor souls waiting by the station lifts offering to wash your ship for credits. Yes, please. Maybe for especially jubilant events we'll see NPCs dancing with new emotes so we can join in.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. How about terrorist states actually have burning stations that we can do rescues from? Yes, please.
If only, Alec. If only we talked about that at all at any point. Oh man, Chicken Cow God says, I think it would. Oh god, here we go. I think it would only be fitting that during December, the month the Alliance was founded, FDev should finally add Kane's power play decals into the game, so I can properly represent her on all of my ships called Subscribe to Kane. Oh, and Archer finally get his decals on the 4th of July or something. Oh, buddy.
He's certainly. I salute his dedication.
So dedicated. So he's the Chicken Cow God. I swear is the reason that Kane is always in double figures.
Yeah. Oh dear. Well, I have. Oh, here we go. Hermano1ai. I apologize in advance. I'm not sure what other countries have spring break. This is going to go downhill very quickly. Basically, tourism systems with an Earth-like world in high demand for liquor, onion head, etc. Discounts on firework launches. Vacation wear for commanders. Customization ranging from old mum dad commander comfort wear to Gen Alpha commander drip. Whatever that is.
Keep reading, Colin.
Or whatever the 33rd century generation is called, Gen Alpha squared 33 question mark. What is the elite version of Mickey? Instead of string lights, we can get beads, Hawaiian lace, shell necklaces to hang in the ship cabin.
I'm all for that. I'd be down for a summer holiday. That would be very fun.
Yeah, but there's you in the operation, and you're running through an operation, and the guy next to you is in swimwear.
Yeah,
No.
100%. Well,
I don't want it to turn into Fortnite.
I'm not sure that swimwear is good in the vacuum of space. Even the pumpkins have got a little cable on.
I have got a Daisy Bell, and why not some LGBT pride skins and cosmetics for June? The highlight would be a CG of some sort held in the Turing system where the reward is a rainbow ship decal. But there could be so much more too. Just imagine the ship skin possibilities. Asexual anacondas, bisexual belugas, pansexual pythons, and trans type 8s. And it turns out the L in Karma L6 stands for lesbian, so it gets a pride skin too.
Absolutely, it does. Let's go. +1 to that. +1 to that, Daisy. 100%. Yes, please. Oh man, I'd love that.
Fantastic. Right, Fela Kuti. I think all commanders would truly appreciate a new seasonal event. Not on release day, a special annual holiday dedicated to celebrating console players.
Oh,
Flexible Timeline Appreciation Day, a special event dedicated to celebrating Frontier's uniquely flexible approach to deadlines like Dodeco updates, future release roadmaps, operations. The Queen's Excuse Day, a prestigious holiday celebrating the finest and most creative reasons for delaying an update. No update should ever be released on this day, Queen's birthday / bank holiday. And there's a link to update 12 moved to the 7th of June 2022. Clear Communication Initiative Day, a special event dedicated to celebrating every time better communication was promised. Commanders can look forward to clearer, more transparent updates eventually. Community Goals Recalibration Day, a special event dedicated to honouring the art of adjusting reward tiers, targets and deadlines after the journey has already begun, keeping commanders on their toes at all times. And lastly, Expectation Management Week, a week-long event where expectations are carefully adjusted to align with reality.
All of them sounded so really good, apart from that last one. That one was a step too far.
Bravo,
Expectation Management Week would be 6 days long, though.
Perfect.
Hashtag satire.
Okay. Homburger says, "Oh, good Braben, I've 100 of these." Jameson Mass, November 25th. All commanders must choose a barren, airless moon to crash on and give loved ones some of their grade 5 encoded maths. Cockyho Destruction Day, December the 18th. All commanders must travel to Earth orbit with a full hold of magnesium powder and green gas. They must self-destruct, ejecting safely first, and record the resulting bright flashing green cloud from the explosion from their escape pods and post it on Galnet. Daddy Savlon Night, August 25th. On the day Caleb Wycherley uploaded his consciousness and died, children around the bubble dress up in elaborate Guardian-themed mech suit cosplay and travel around their neighborhoods asking for unwanted Guardian relics and engineering materials in the form of sweets, obviously. All this whilst large, cartoonish, satirically demeaning effigies of salvation are paraded through the towns and cities of the bubble before being set alight on bonfires in public parks, underneath cascades of exploding Thargoid Interceptor-themed fireworks. Lave Radio Day, February 22nd. All commanders must only fly in adders for 24 hours with an effigy of Commander Phoenix to fire, which must stay in the co-pilot seat the whole time.
So are you telling me that he wants me to be a blow-up doll?
I mean, I'm not saying that. Well, I did say it. I'm just repeating Homburger's words. So, yes.
Could it not be on the front of the ship, on the grill, a bit like when they put teddy bears on the front of bin lorries?
You mean you want me to be the new Garfield that's just stuck to the front?
Tied to the grill with cable ties.
I'm picturing the blow-up autopilot from Airplane.
Yes.
That's where I am. That's where my head is. Okay, Fuel Rats Appreciation Month, June. An annual month-long CG where commanders must interdict to refuel, whether it's needed or not, as many ships as possible. The winner being awarded the prestigious Stuffy of the Year award. The Stuffy being the stuffed rat that wears the dispatcher's hat when there are no dispatchers available. Sag A-star Discovery Day, December the 1st. Children across inhabited space, but especially in Colonia, make wearable model Cobra Mark IIIs out of whatever they have to hand. Name them the useless reptile, put on a leather flying hat and goggles, and fly their Cobras all around their neighborhoods, pretending to avoid deep space pirates while making groundbreaking interstellar discoveries. I think I'll leave it at that.
Bravo.
Oh, I love those hamburger. Bloody love you, man.
I'm worried about. It's a good job. I'm not going to ECM. I'll probably get zipped if I blow up me.
We need to get your likeness so we can 3D print you, Colin.
No.
There's apps that can do it.
Yeah, but what about my copyright? Anyway, via 24/7. I do appreciate and enjoy the holiday hunts and stories FDevs put out, but I'd like to see them integrate these beyond the typical framework. They could be doing things like boosting profits for all commercial activities during traditional Earth holiday weeks, and without having to need to sign up for anything. This would preempt all human space and bring some of our shared roots and humanity into the game in a way we all recognize. Like the holiday rush, with a high demand weeks drive higher pay for all trades. Bolster those events by using in-game ads and special missions. I'd like to imagine that these events would also come with an associated operation.
Oh, I'd love that. Oh, man.
Yeah, the Operation #Santa Claus. Yes.
Yeah.
There's the old joke where everybody, the Japanese computer had everything, all the sales numbers fed into it for over 10 years, and it just came back to the conclusion, hold Christmas once every 2 weeks. So, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for your contributions.
Yeah. And I will probably ask a question about what your expectations of Odyssey are on Sunday. Whether or not there's a show on Tuesday, we'll let you know.
We'll see.
We'll see. Fingers crossed.
Send your suggestions, remain discussion to info@Lave
Yeah,
Radio.
fucking hell.
Not that we're drying up. It's only been 13 years.
We just want something to do. We want something exciting to talk about. Frontier, please.
Right. Has anybody got any other business before we do our final shout-outs?
Can I just say very, very quickly, when you read out Hermano's comment, I really appreciate him reaching out to me to talk about Andromeda. He would send me a DM talking about Andromeda as well, because he had no one to talk to about it. So that was very fun, and it was very cool to get your DM about Mass Effect Andromeda. I am loving it, and thank you for engaging with that adoration. I really enjoyed it. I really appreciated the message. But yeah, thanks. It was really sweet.
I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank Commander Hatch and Commander Emma B, for without their sacrifice, I never would have made professional level at CQC over the weekend.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Colin. I think.
I still got so far to go to get to that. I mean, I can't believe that Chig is managed to get 6 elites. I'm only on 5. Right. Let's see, shout-outs. Obviously, our sister station, Hutton Orbital Radio, it broadcasts on a Thursday at 8:30. You can tune in at twitch.tv/Hutton Orbital Truckers, or if you just want the audio, go to radio.forthemug.com. For the discerning commander that likes a bit of the aforementioned CQC, check out the CQC Discord at discord.me/Elite Dangerous CQC, all one word. We're giving shout outs to the other following Elite Dangerous podcasts. So there's the Guard Frequency, who do other space games as well. The wonderful Loose Screws, which go into so much in-depth stuff about ships. Wow. We also have the Distance World podcast, who broadcast once every couple of weeks. And of course, if you speak French,
I just let the funky music do the talking.
That would be the Elite Dangerous podcast, who also do these wonderful side missions as well. Now, following this, we have the latest Galnet News Digest, as provided by Commander Witherspoon and Commander Beetlejude. And we'd like to thank everybody who's chipped in the Twitch chat and our in-game commanders. Today have been...
We have had Ibex the Goat, Siberius, JT, and Fella Cutie.
Excellent. So, apart from saying special thanks to Commander Tokuso, Jay Trax, and Alan Stroud, who have all created music that we use in this show, that's it for another episode of Lave Radio. If you'd like to get in touch with the show, you can find all the contact links in the home/contact us menu of the laveradio.com website. We love getting your feedback on Spotify. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, a follow, or whatever it is to beat the algorithm. That would be nice. Really appreciate it. Smashing great super. Do let us know if you have any questions or if there's anything like us to discuss in a future episode. Lave Radio is recorded live on a Tuesday evening at 8:30 and streamed out at laveradio.com/live. So, thanks to the Chris Mark IV.
Super smashing great. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks to Commander Psychic.
Hey, cheers.
Thanks to Commander Alec Turner.
Thanks, Colin. Night all.
And special thanks goes to today's tech specialist, the Chris Mark V.
You're welcome.
So until next time, Commanders, fly safe. And if you can't do that, fly dangerous.
Is your life like this?
Sounds like someone having an orange inserted. Need a safe word. Space can be loaded. I'm going to see the galaxy.
Ah, damn it. No worries, guys. Hold the fort for 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Galnet News Update, 7th of April 3312. October Consortium's 2-week initiative to gather Radicoida Unica seed pods has ended early, after unexpectedly enthusiastic participation from more than 7,500 commanders fulfilled the quota in only 4 days, allowing accelerated development of what a scientist at the Holloway Bioscience Institute describes as Radicoida-based enhancers. The initiative to gather Unica seeds from biological sites in HIP 87621 exceeded its stretch goal of 2.5 million of the egg-like seed pods collected. These will now be studied in bulk with the intention of reliably reproducing the beneficial pharmacological effects already observed. The 7 members of the October Accord, meaning those pledged to Emperor Arissa, Princess Aisling, Senator Petraeus, Councillor Kane, Prime Minister Mahan, and Admiral Grom, are set to benefit from whatever discoveries are made. It's not yet clear whether commanders pledged to other powers and unpledged commanders will also eventually benefit from the Radicoida's mysterious effects. Meanwhile, Dr. Roy Casimir of Holloway Biosciences has dismissed suggestions that the well-being and super-fitness trend that's been observed in Alliance space could have anything to do with the radicoider plant, insisting that human trials are some months away, and that Big Bill Ventura has been exaggerating or even fabricating the results of his fitness regime. Dr. Casimir has had the opportunity to study October Consortium's scientific evidence about potential applications for radicoider, and he confirmed today that the likely effect will be some sort of performance enhancement. The early conclusion of the initiative has meant that some commanders, including those on the other side of the galaxy on the Distant Worlds 3 expedition, were unable to earn the pre-engineered Maverick suit and the accompanying cosmetics pack. The Maverick suit reward has not yet been distributed to eligible participants, but it's believed to use a configuration that commanders can build for themselves, with a few materials and a visit to engineers Jude Navarro and Wellington Beck. So no one's really missing out. The Distant Worlds 3 expedition has arrived at Waypoint 10, the Scylla and Charybdis system Frui Blue AA-A H62. Wherein can be found 2 black holes and 3 neutron stars, 2 of which are ringed. The inner ring of neutron star AB2 orbits at a pleasingly sprightly lick, described by its cataloguer, Commander Julian Ford, as being like riding a carousel. The expedition is now only 21,000 light-years on the far side of Sagittarius A star, but its next waypoint remains a closely guarded secret.